Hello and welcome back to BS Rugby, and the Challenge Cup kicks off this weekend once again. Here is my preview, my predictions for the set of games. As always, if you're new here and you do go on to enjoy the video, hit the subscribe button, it's free to do. Leave a like and of course get your predictions in the comments down below. There'll already be a Champions Cup preview out on the channel. There'll be a link in the description for that if you're interested in checking that out. Let's start off then with Friday night's games, which we have two of. First of all, we have Newcastle Falcons welcoming Worcester Warriors down to the Kingston Park up in the northeast of England. The referee for this one is Ollie Hodges of Ireland. Now, of course, they face each other in the Gallagher Premiership, but in this competition, they've only ever faced each other once. That was way back in 2008 with a win for the Warriors, winning that one by 31 points to 16. Now, Newcastle currently sit 9th in the Gallagher Prem, while Worcester having a bit of a tougher season, sitting in 13th. Both teams have been announced for this one. Let's take a look at them now. Starting for Newcastle Falcons. Starting at fullback, we have Mike Brown at fullback with Penny and Radwan playing on the wings. Wright and Burrell play in the centre. Playing at 10, we have Hayden Wood, and his partner at 9 is Schrouder. Starting then with the forwards, Kyle Cooper plays in the front row alongside McGuican and Tampin, with Fuser and Robinson playing in the locks. Chick, Welch and Ferns play in the back row. If we take a look at the away side, Shilcock plays at fullback with Hurl and Duran van der Merwe on the wings. Morris and Venter play in the centres. Searle and Chudley play at 10 and 9. In the front row, we have Waller, Annette and Tyak, with Batley, Kitchener and Hatherall playing in the back row alongside Hill and Valuna. Now, both teams have had a really tough start to the season, haven't they? Finding it very difficult to get those wins and get that consistency. But as they begin, especially Worcester, to blood the likes of Duran van der Merwe back into the teams, you'd expect them to be a little bit more competitive. I do think the fact that this game is in Newcastle is going to play a big part to the results. And for that reason, I think I'm going to back Newcastle to win this one by 3 to 5 points. I don't expect it to be the greatest game of rugby, and the conditions could affect it, but I'm going to back the home side to get the win in this one. Moving on to the next game on the Friday, we head out to France for this one as a Lyon take on Gloucester. This one is down at the Matmut Stadium de Gaveland. The referee is Matteo Lepeni from Italy. Now, if we take a look first of all at Lyon, Lyon sit 4th in the top 14, while Gloucester currently sits 6th in the Gallagher Premiership. And both teams will be looking to kick on from decent starts to the season. Now, they've only ever faced each other once in this competition. The last time they met was back in 2020, with Lyon getting a huge win there by 55 points to 10. Now, we've got to be honest about this game. I do think that Gloucester are resting players for this one if we have a look at the teams, but we'll go through them right now. Starting though with the home team, Arnold plays at fullback with Dumotia playing on the wing alongside Niniashvili. In the centres, we have Barassi and Ngatiai, with then Sapawaga playing at 10. At 9, we have Dusan. In the front row, we have Taufefuena playing alongside Marchand and Bamba, with Gerazzi and Taufefuena playing in the locks. Lambi, Zaginadze and Taufua are the back row. If we have a look then at the Gloucester team, Gloucester go with Kyle Moyle playing at fullback. Santiago Carreras plays on the wing alongside Morgan, with Kevezadze and Billy Twelvetrees playing in the centre. Barton and Stephen Varney play at 10 and 9, with Ford, Robinson, Socino and Balmain playing in the front row. Davidson and Clark play in the locks, with Thomas, Taylor and Clement. Now, of course, as I said, Gloucester will be looking to get revenge for that huge defeat way back in 2018 as they lost that one by 55 points to 10. They'll be looking to get at least some respect from this one. But I do think that Lyon are probably taking this game that little bit more seriously, and with their form in the top 14, I'm going to back the home team to get the win here by 10 to 15 points. If we head on to the Saturday games, we have plenty of games on the Saturday. First up, we have Zebre taking Biarritz down at Stadio Sojo Lanfranchi. The referee is Chris Busby from Ireland. Now, this is going to be a really interesting game to see, isn't it? We've got to talk about Zebre, first of all, having a horrific season in the URC. No wins so far this season, and it's been a real tough start for them as they sit 14th in the URC. For bottom of the top 14, they sit bottom, having won only 4 games, lost 8, but they're not too far off getting back out of those relegation areas. Now, they faced each other twice in recent years. Back in 2013, Biarritz getting a win in Zebre, 32 points to 6. And then prior to that, it was another win for Biarritz by 38 points to 17. The reality is, this game is a simple win for Biarritz. I can't see any other way that Biarritz do not win this game. I've not been impressed by Zebre whatsoever this season, and I just think Biarritz could have way too much for this team. I'm going to back Biarritz to win by 10 to 15 points. I think it'll be pretty comfortable. Heading on to the next game of the Saturday. It's a 3:15 kickoff down at the Stone X Stadium, and that is Saracens against Edinburgh. The referee is Toile Chanini from France, and this will see Sarries in the Challenge Cup for the first time in a very, very long time indeed. If we have a look at the head-to-head in this one, of course, Sarries have won 2 out of the games they've played. Back in 2013, they faced each other with Sarries winning that one by 40 points to 7. And back in 2012, Edinburgh losing again against Sarries by 45 points to 0. Now, let's talk about the away side first of all. Edinburgh have been playing some scintillating rugby in the URC. They currently sit second in the table, playing some outstanding stuff, while Saracens, they currently sit in second as well in the Gallagher Prem. Again, very different styles of rugby. Edinburgh are going to look to throw the ball about. Sarries will look to keep it tight, be very physical, go through the forwards, have that dominance up front. And I think that's where the big turning point in the game could come. If Saracens can keep it tight, if they can use their physicality, if they can play the territorial game, to me, Sarries going to win this one quite comfortably. But if it can get scrappy, can get a little bit open, watch out for Ben Bellicott. Keep an eye out on Kinghorn, Darcy Graham. They will look to speed the game up and look to really just inject that energy into the game. But for me, I have to be realistic. I think Sarries are going to win this one, and I think they are going to take it fairly seriously because it is a competition that they could do pretty well in. I think Saracens going to win this one by 7 to 10 points. 7 to 10 points, I will say. As always, let me know your predictions in the comments down below. The time kickoff on the Saturday night sees Perpignan take on Dragons, and because this is a Welsh team and I am Welsh, we're going to be doing a watch along for this game. Kickoff is at 6:30 out in France. That is 5:30 here in the UK. We're going to be doing a watch along for this one, so join me live from 5:15 with kickoff at 5:30. Link in the description. Hit the reminder and join me for this one. Now, if we have a look at their head-to-head, they've played 6 times, with Perpignan coming out on top 4 times, Dragons winning 2. The most recent fixture was nearly a decade ago, back in 2012, as Perpignan won that one by 27 points to 13. If we have a look at how they are doing in their respective leagues, the Dragons are really struggling in the URC, trying to find some consistency, but down near the bottom. And for Perpignan, it's also been a really tough year, sitting down near the bottom as well. So how is this game going to go? Again, it's very dependent on how seriously these teams are going to take it. We haven't seen any teams released yet, so it's going to be fascinating to see how seriously they do take this game. I think that it'd be great to see the Dragons really go for this game. I think if they can do that, put out a strong team and show a statement in this competition, they could look to go far. I am going to back the Dragons, actually. I'm going to back the Dragons to win this one by 5 to 7 points. As always, make sure to let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget about that watch along going live around 5:15 UK time. The final game then of the weekend in this competition then sees Pau take on London Irish. This game is at the Stade des Humains. The referee is Sam Grove White from Scotland. Now, interestingly to see in this one, there have been quite a few clashes between them. There have been 6 between them, with London Irish winning 5, Pau winning 1. The most recent was back in 2020, as London Irish won that one by 26 points to 17. Now, Pau are having a really tough season in the top 14, sitting 11th, while London Irish sit 8th. And once again, it's that consistency, isn't it, for London Irish? They can play some lovely rugby on some days. Hassel Collins, Paddy Jackson, Nick White can play some lovely rugby at some point, but it's about finding that consistency for them, isn't it? For Pau, again, really tough season for them. Very physical side. They've got some bright sparks in the backs, but I think this should be quite a comfortable win for London Irish. I'm going to back London Irish to win this one by 12 to 15 points. So there we go. That's my predictions for this weekend's action in the Challenge Cup. As always, if you have enjoyed, do hit the subscribe button. Let me know your predictions in the comments down below. Hit the like button as well. And of course, join me for that watch along of Perpignan against the Dragons, going live at around 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon here on BS Rugby. Enjoy the rugby.